St. Vincent and the Grenadines has shocked the world and the Caribbean. The Prime Minister, Ralph Gonsalves, declared that St. Vincent and the Grenadines would have requested that they have visa-free access to the United States of America, and this can be granted any day now. The US is considering granting visa-free access for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yes, you heard me right. And in this video, I will explain to you exactly what I mean about this and exactly what this request entails. Now, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines said that he wrote a letter to the United States of America since 2005 requesting that St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because of their exemplary immigration manners, that they be granted US visa-free access. And here's the part that is very interesting, my friends. The United States of America has not denied this request since 2005. This is 2025, 20 years after. And the Prime Minister himself said that early this year that the US was supposed to keep a meeting to decide whether or not they will grant or refuse the requests by St. Vincent and the Grenadines for visa-free to the United States of America. But the official that was supposed to be in the meeting got sick, the US official. So that meeting was postponed. So this shows that the US is seriously considering granting visa-free access to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Ralph Gonsalves, said that he wrote a letter, and the letter entailed that a list of reasons why St. Vincent and the Grenadines should be granted US visa. Some of the reasons are St. Vincent and the Grenadines partners with Taiwan, not China. You know, the US is friends with Taiwan and not China, but Taiwan is not an independent country. They don't have a seat at the UN. But they have their own government in Taiwan. China has its own government as well. So Taiwan goes around and they have their own diplomatic relations with countries all around the world, but Taiwan does not speak at the UN. They're not listed as a nation that's independent and has a UN place, United Nations place. China represents Taiwan and China in the UN discussions. But St. Vincent is saying they work with Taiwan, not China. That's one of the reasons. Another reason is that the St. Vincent and the Grenadines does not involve in citizenship by investment. They do not sell citizenship by investment like Grenada, Dominica, St. Lucia, Antigua and Barbuda, and St. Kitts and Nevis. So they remain a nation that does not sell citizenship by investment. And this is one of the big points that Dr. Ralph Gonsalves is saying. St. Vincent and the Grenadines should be granted US visa because of this. Another reason is that they their citizens would have been very obedient to US laws and regulations. Whenever they go to the US, they don't overstay their visas. They return home. They are law-abiding citizens. Another reason is that St. Vincent and the Grenadines is very close to the United States of America and shares a lot of the US culture, including language, the financial system, and all of that. And they have very close ties with the United States of America. Another reason is that I had it in my mind already, but I can't bring it right now. Another reason, let me think. Oh, I just remember. Another reason that St. Vincent and the Grenadines said that they should be awarded visa, because they say they already have visa-free access to Canada, the United Kingdom, and 30-something European countries. So America's friends, Canada, the UK, and 30-something European countries, all first world countries, European nations, run by Europeans, and they already have visa-free access to those countries. So the Prime Minister is saying, seeing that the US is the closest, then St. Vincent and the Grenadines should be seriously considered in being awarded visa-free access. So a citizen from St. Vincent and the Grenadines can travel to the UK visa-free, they can travel to Canada visa-free, and they can travel to all the Schengen European countries, all the European countries, visa-free. The Schengen European countries, which is a group of countries: Germany, France, Sweden, Denmark, Spain, you name it. St. Vincent and the Grenadines citizens can go there visa-free. So the Prime Minister is saying, oh, we can already go to your friends visa-free, so maybe you should join your friends in offering us visa-free access as well. Will this order or request be accepted? I believe it's a high possibility that this request will be accepted. And I say so because maybe the US would like one Caribbean nation that's in CARICOM, a part of CARICOM, group of nations, to have visa-free access to the US, so that they can hit the point that the US, if you do the right things, you will get visa-free access. They can use St. Vincent and the Grenadines as an example. And I believe the US are not, if they're going to seriously consider giving St. Vincent and the Grenadines visa-free access, they're going to want something. Maybe they're going to want a US base in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, a military base. Maybe they're going to want some land to open up headquarters, whatever the intelligence agencies, to put radars in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The US will want to benefit from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They're not going to just give them visa-free access. They will say, okay, if you can do these things, then we will offer you visa-free access. And I believe St. Vincent and the Grenadines will accept the US terms and conditions and become the first English-speaking independent Caribbean nation to get visa-free access to the US. You know, many Caribbean nations English-speaking Caribbean nations have visa-free access to Europe and the UK, even Canada. But the US is right there. And for some reason, they are holding on to their US visas. Why? Well, you tell me. Most Caribbean nations can go to Russia visa-free, Ukraine visa-free, Israel visa-free. But America is right there. The Caribbean buys all of their electronics, all of their clothes, most of their food from the US. So the US makes a lot of money from the Caribbean. The Caribbean sends their brightest to the US to study and live, pay for university tuitions, and then stay there to build America. Caribbean citizens visit America, spend a lot of money in America. So why won't the US offer visa-free access to all CARICOM members? I don't see the reason why, because the numbers are not great. The population within the English-speaking CARICOM is not threatening to the US. I believe the US is using this tool to keep the Caribbean on its toes. They don't want them to have access too much to America, but they want to make money from the Caribbean and control the Caribbean at the same time. Europe is much farther from the Caribbean, but most Caribbean nations have visa-free access to Europe. My friends, if you're watching for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. The mission of this channel is to bridge the gap between the African continent and its diaspora, which the Caribbean nation islands make up a large percentage of the African diaspora. You can subscribe today. You can also become a member of my channel by clicking the link in this description box and sign up to become a channel member. Also, I also have a travel channel, Beyond Travel. The link is in this description box as well. I posted 2 videos this week about my cultural shock that I experienced when I went to Africa in 2024 for 4 months. Make sure to go on over to my travel channel. The link is in this description box, and check those videos out. Subscribe to my travel channel. That channel has over 600 subscribers already. So those of you who would have subscribed, thank you. If you have not subscribed already, make sure to subscribe to this channel first and then my travel channel, just to help me out and let us build our Black African community strong, so that we can rival other communities. European, Asian, Black African community, we're powerful, you know. We have the Caribbean, we have the whole of Africa. We have a lot of our people, a lot of our Black African people living in America, African Americans. We have a lot of them living in the UK, Canada, Europe. We're strong. It's just that we need to unite and come together as one. Bridge the gap between the continent and its diaspora. Thank you for watching today's video. My name is Beyond. Let me know what you think about this topic. Comment your thoughts and opinion. Like this video, share it with all your friends and family. Subscribe to the channel. Sign up and become a channel member of this channel, Beyond Uncut, where we bridge the gap between the continent and the Caribbean. You can become a silver member, gold member, or platinum member, whichever one. Your support goes a long way. You can also support by subscribing to the channel, by commenting your thoughts, by liking the video, by sharing it with your friends and family that are interested in topics like these. All of that is support, and I appreciate all of your support, my friends. Thank you for watching today's video. Let me know what you think about the topic, and let's comment and let's have a wonderful interactive conversation. Go over to my travel channel, check that out, and make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Much love, and bye-bye.